Good morning, fam. Good afternoon, good evening. Let's freaking go. Excited for this session. But before that, let's have some fun first. Alright. How are you guys doing? Let's see what we have here. Craig, Tyler, Redempto, Alan, Johnny, Martin, Chill, Ronak, Vankov, Mr. Wands, Don, Rotani, Lizzie, great to see you again. VG, Sandeep, great to see you, my friend. Darth, HPY, Deadman, Letty, Ben, Nemo, Yasin, great to see you, my friend. And the rest of you guys. So many people already here. So welcome to the stream, welcome. Alright, let's get right into this. Let me check the poll. Okay, pretty balanced between bullish and bearish. Alright. I kind of agree, like I can go both ways. Today is the same as a previous day, like overall if you look at the 4 or even 1 hour, still in the same range, right? That's why you can see I have marked up the fixed value low, but I will go through it. So let's do a full cleanup here. So we start with the higher time frame, top down analysis. So drop a 1 in the chat if you guys are ready, and if I see a lot of ones, we're gonna get straight into the analysis here. Nice. That's what I like to see. Freaking committed people, excited people, ready to crush the markets. Okay, I'm gonna start with the weekly time frame as always, or monthly as well. It's quite nice. Still holding from that monthly supply I've been mentioning for the past couple of weeks already, right after this one got created. So we have a drop type of monthly supply there, but cool. I'm gonna go to the weekly because I want to refine that supply. I don't want to mark out the whole weekly, monthly. Weekly supply still holding, boom. And there's actually a daily supply there that is also aligning quite well. But as for demand, we have a very nice weekly demand down here, right? We have a rally type of demand, and even this one got created after getting rejected from this I believe it was this one, this weekly demand, right? So I really like to see when demand gets created over demand. That really shows potential push or momentum. So far pushed up nice, but haven't seen that quite good pullback for the continuation. But cannot forget that it's more bearish than bullish. As you can see, it's already making lower lows and lower highs. Got rejected from a supply. So now let's jump down to the daily time frame because I want to refine more. If you go to the daily time frame, you can see that we have that daily supply that I've been talking about it as well. Hold it very nice, like very nice. I really like this. So I'm gonna take off the weekly so far because the daily has been more relevant at the moment. Even this weekly is not that relevant yet. So we can mark out this daily demand that almost tapped into it on Friday, which I mentioned about this daily demand to watch out. It starts at 43.03. So I said that if it gets rejected from a daily supply, there's a good chance that it could have potentially dropped to the daily demand. I would have really liked for this move to taken out this highs, and then in that case I would have taken definitely a short here and hold it until the daily demand, no doubt. But didn't saw that, but it's still holding quite well. Now if we go to the 12-hour time frame, you can see that we have created a new supply, rally based drop type of supply. So the 12-hour supply, the most relevant at the moment right now in case gold pushes up. So the 12-hour supply starts at 43.85.9. Now let's go to the 1-hour time frame, because this is where it gets more interesting, right? Alright, perfect. So I'm gonna mark out a couple of levels. First of all, Sunday open, that's very important. That's where the weekly has been opened. There it goes, Sunday open, right? Why? Because a lot of the times you can see the first or second day of the week either makes the bottom wick or the top wick, and then if it closes below and shows more sign of like momentum, this could easily turn into a more momentum phase. I wouldn't call it like trend yet until it closes below this one and makes lower low and lower highs. So Sunday open marked. Now let's mark out the previous weekly level, because we used it many times during the course of this week, like the previous week value high. This is where we took the trade. This is where we were looking at Monday. Actually, I was looking for a short, but ended up happening yesterday. The previous week POC, very important. That's where the most volume has been transacted previous weekly. But I'm not gonna mark out everything, because that's just gonna turn into a whole not so clean of a chart. So I'm gonna mark out just the previous week value low, and I do want to see a pullback towards the previous week value low, and if it does find some sort of resistance, I'm definitely willing to take that reversal. And if it goes above, there's a good chance we're just gonna range here, so I'm gonna just play the range game at the moment. The other key level I'm looking at, as I said, gold is still in this range on the 1-hour time frame overall, right? Let me mark it out, this one. So what you can do is just take your fixed range volume profile tool, draw it from the left to the current price, just so we can get the overall fixed level of this whole range. And I do want to mark out the fixed value low of that overall range, because that's the most relevant key level that I want to be looking at the moment. And you can see even above that we have that high volume node, so this one, it's gonna be high volume node. So overall you could kind of say this is more like a resistance. This area here. There we go. Now it's a little bit cleaner. You see? So I'm looking for a continuation. If it finds resistance at this top here, I'm looking for that continuation. And if it does close above, it definitely can be used as a support for the continuation, at least towards the Sunday open. And then if it closes above that, then definitely we can, there's a better chance we could push up a little bit higher. So let's see. So far, let me look at that 15-minute overvalued, 1 hour, but coming out of undervaluation, which is quite accurate. So I don't want to go too much against this short here. Even if I go short, targeting these lows can be quite interesting, not gonna lie. That's basically the previous weekly low. Let me mark it out as well. Is this the low? No, this is the low. Where's that? Previous week low. So could be a quite nice target if I want to get into the shorts. Again, I don't want to be too aggressive, but either I do want to see finding resistance at the fixed value low or previous week value low for a continuation. Morning fam. So yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at for today. Let me know if that made sense and drop a 1 in the chat if that made sense. What's up, man, kids? Great to see you back, my brother. Morning, Mohammed. Alright, only Craig dropping 1 in the chat, so nobody understood this. Are you guys sleeping or what? Stop being lazy. Morning, Dan. How you doing, brother? Morning, DS. Okay, that's better. Okay, let me know if that makes sense, because if not, I would assume none of you guys understood. There you go. What is the basis of your fixed value low starting point? Rewind the stream because I just finished explaining why I took that fixed value low. Be here on time, fam. Be here on time. 8 PM New York is when I start the stream. You're late. Fresh, appreciate you subscribing, my friends. Welcome to the stream. It's 2 AM here. Probably already sleepy. To confirm the continuation to the upside, do you expect candle close with body? Yeah, of course. I do want to see closure above 15-minute, yes, but I don't go just based on the 15-minute. If there is like gonna be a, I don't know, 4 hour, 1 hour, or 30-minute, that's even better, right, for the continuation. Because the 15-minute could easily just close above, and the 30-minute and the 1 hour pullback close below, and then turn into a double wick play on a 15-minute to the downside. So again, I'm not gonna be married to my bias. I can go both ways, either short or long. It really depends how the 4 hour will close in 44 minutes. Because if it does close above this fixed value low, at least maybe in the resistance area, I do think there's a good chance we could see some sort of push to the upside. Some Habib, awesome, my friend. Love the trades, bro. How old are you, may I ask? I'm 25, my friend. Yeah, indeed. Cowboy probably is busy right now. I haven't seen him in a while as well. Can you show me the fixed value low range? It's just the whole range, brother, on a 1 hour time frame. You get it from the left here. From Friday, basically. Okay, let me mark it out because some of you guys didn't pay attention, or maybe it's different. I don't know. This range. This is the range. Yeah, it's a little bit lower, but same shit. So mine's at 4340.7. Also, if the 1 hour close bullish, then it will be drop based drop demand. Yeah, let's see. I don't use that much 1 hour supply and demand, but let's see if we can see some signs of a reversal here. View up, yeah, it's already above it. Ah, all right. Yeah, appreciate you letting me know, Dan. He's probably having some good time. One hour bearish for value gap is also there. All right, cool. I don't use that much for value gap, but let's see. Let me check. Today it's working. Today my trade weight is working, so that's good. Yesterday it wasn't working and it was a little bit annoying. There's a good chance it could pull back now a little bit. Yeah, I see a good potential pullback towards this area right now. So guys, don't forget to smash that like button. We have almost 270 of you guys here. So do me a favor, smash that like button. And don't be lazy, because we are growing crazy. We did reach 4.2k yesterday. So today the goal is to reach 4.3k. So don't forget to smash that subscribe button as well. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out when we go live. So, but always, a lot of new people joining in. If if you're new here, my name is Ryu. I trade with volume profile, higher time frame supply and demand, and order flow as a confirmation for my trades. I'm live here on a daily basis from Monday till Friday. 8 p.m. New York time is when I start. Make sure to be here on time because the beginning of the stream is where I give my full analysis. The people that are here on time always get rewarded, and they're never wondering why I took that trade, how I took that trade, where's the TP, where's the stop loss, all that same questions. But let's see. Nice, you see? Almost 100 likes. Freaking smashed it. So now let's reach 150. Let me check something here. Man, yesterday was a really decent day, really amazing day inside the VIP. And for you guys that maybe are new here, you don't know how this works, we always have a process that we go through. We always start the day with the analysis, the kilovolts, the thought process, and overall the scenario mapping that we do. So always constantly updating everybody inside the main channel about the trades and updating them when the news comes out. You guys probably seen that yesterday we had a very massive move on gold, right? Where is this one, this candle, this nasty candle swept all the lows, and of course it was Mr. Trump that came out with the war related news and also called out this potential short, which played out quite nice. I was waiting for a tap to the fixed value low, but it was very nice to see the drop afterwards. A lot of people inside the VIP took those shorts. They have so many wins from yesterday that is piled up. It's crazy. Look at this beautiful one on a 5-minute time frame. Stick to the plan and then just let it run. That beautiful, amazing, very nice day. Very volatile, of course, super volatile. So yeah, that's why the scenario mapping and planning for the trades or the setups or scenarios in general is gonna be the key point for you to be able to catch this kind of moves here. Because if you say it's ranging here, I'm not gonna do anything until it just breaks out, you're probably gonna miss out on most of these moves here. But if you plan and you say, okay, it's ranging, if it does this, I'm doing that, and if it does that, I'm doing this. So you always gotta be 2 steps ahead and always have a plan A, a plan B, maybe even a plan C, right? You can't expect to come to the market, be like, oh, nice one, I'm gonna take a trade. We've all been there, just come to the market, oh, this one looks good. You enter the trade, boom, that thing reverses. So, doing basically the same thing today as well. Scenario mapping, preparing for when the moves come, because we are super close to the 4-hour closure right now. I do expect some sort of more volatile movements here in the next 33 minutes. Just like the usual 4-hour closure. Morning, Ronaldo. $58,000 plus. Smash the profit. Awesome, my friend. Is that the personal account or on the prop firms, you mean? You in the long right now? I don't know. I don't know what to say to you, man. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Nobody knows. I'm an airline pilot. I've been coming here every day for about a month now. The amount of knowledge here is exceptional. Appreciate the feedback, my friend. And just because of my profession, I'm gonna join VIP soon for the signals and news because I can look at the market the entire day. Awesome, my friend. Looking forward to see you inside the VIP soon. I can join the VIP. There you go. That's the link in the chat right now. You can click on the link and message our supporter. Oh, looks nice right now. Yeah, okay. Now it tapped into that level I was looking for. So now I'm interested to see how the price is gonna develop here. Yeah, look at that immediate rejection from those buyers there. Immediate rejection. So if this one is going to push higher, definitely can go towards the previous week value low at 43.54. There's a good chance, but again, I'm not gonna take the trade here. It's a little bit risky. Something like this, or even on the flip of the 15-minute. A little bit on the risky side, but it's up to you. Especially if these sellers here get wrecked. That's gonna be very interesting. Valuation on 5 and 15 has me waiting after going against that last 2 days. Yeah, man, for sure. Like, again, looks good for the push to the upside, but as you said, 5 and 15 are quite overvalued right now. So at some point it's gonna just snap back and pull back. And again, 1 hour just coming out of undervaluation. If this candle closes like this, many times you've seen that when it comes out of the valuation is when you see that bigger move. Look at this, undervalued for a couple hours. When it came out of undervaluation, look at this move from the bottom. That was like 2.8%. So, and I called out this potential push to the upside because 4 hour was undervalued too when it came out of the undervaluation. Look at that. So the 4 and 1 hour valuation is quite important. That's a decent closure. That's a very decent closure. Even if I wanted to enter here, like maybe half risk, less than half, yeah, I would have been TP by previous week value low. It's not bad, not gonna lie. Even with this closure, 15-minute point of control, this is actually very nice. I just don't like that there's a diversion here. Sorry, divergence. But again, it's up to you if you want to take it. The entry already played out, so I'm not gonna chase this. With a tight stop loss would have been something like this. Double weak play. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not gonna look for perfection. That's why I would have taken this trade, but I don't always look for like perfect double tap, you know, because not always gonna happen. Yeah, I think it's already gonna move. We have a cluster of buyers at the top here, here. It could go for that, for sure. More injury. So yeah, pay attention, guys. If you keep asking, are you in a trade, are you in a trade, I would assume that you're not paying attention. And I see we have over 320 of you guys here, so don't forget to smash that like button, as we have reached 132. That's crazy. Like in 30 minutes, 132 likes. We can easily reach also 200 in the next like 10 minutes, or even the next 2 minutes if you guys stop being lazy, and then just smash that thumbs up. This one, this thumbs up down here, not this like, this one. Okay, I said anybody. I don't think you're paying attention, right, Veronica? Yes, exactly, Simon. But I'm gonna trade. It's gonna be on this screen. Look at that pullback. Yeah, that's why I don't want to go against the 5 and 15 minute valuation because of this kind of stuff. One snapback or one pullback, yeah, we would have been out already. Look at that, 152 likes, guys. Freaking crazy. Come on, 200 fam. That's freaking crushed today as well. We'll take out all the buyers and then move. Possibly. That's a nice rejection though, not gonna lie. Look at that. Even closed above. Closed above the fixed value low. Even the 15 mil looks good. If you wanna take it at the flip at the top, maybe just go for a 1-to-1 towards the previous value low. That'll be interesting. So far buyers are still there. I mean, look at this. This candle, this 15 minute tapped into the same level and immediate nasty pullback or push up rejection overall. So definitely buyers are defending this level. I mean, look at that. Since the open they've been doing this. You see how buyers are, first buyers got trapped there, then sellers were in control, then buyers try to take back in control, close the above, and now using support off that level. So buyers are definitely interested in this area, which would be on the spot the 43, 43.8 and 43.40-ish. Buyers are definitely interested in this level. Yeah, I agree with you, Paragon. I agree with you. I think the 4-hour is gonna bring some more volume, and potentially swiping the lows would be interesting. Maybe the 4-hour opens up a nasty bottom weight, something like this. Or if it's the other way around, maybe swipe this current 4-hour high and then reverses. So far we are lacking volume, and that's what we are missing right now. We definitely need some more volume for sure. Please, anyone tell me go buy or sell? 5-minute timeouts. No time for random questions. No time for signals. Gold is trading below POC, which means sellers in control the action until price is claimed value. Alright, cool. That doesn't mean that you can't trade the pullback. Yeah, look at that. That doesn't mean you cannot trade the pullback, my friends. As I said, buyers are definitely interested in this level. And you can already see. Yeah, I know, Drew. I know. I did that on purpose. Because I wanted to know who's gonna notice that. I always like to write like this or with the E, just to see if somebody's gonna say anything. They just pay attention or just looking at the level. I always do this. You can watch back the other streams too. Yeah, definitely need some volume. Like, yeah, we had a good push here, but this is like nothing. I think you probably are the only one that noticed. All the other times that I write wrong, nobody says anything. So yeah, I like that you paid attention. I like that. I like that. My engineer brain is incapable of catching spelling errors. Don't worry, brother. You're already freaking crushing it. Okay. Let's see if this 5-minute closes above here, which is gonna be the 15-minute as well. I think that's gonna bring the momentum more. Exactly, Drew. Exactly, my friend. Exactly. Bro, bro. I can just write resistance or I don't know, something else, and they're just gonna see, and then their brain is gonna be immediately like resistance. Okay, sell, sell, sell. So it's a nice experiment that I've been doing. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, the sellers definitely didn't win the battle here, but let's see. Again, the volume is quite low, you see, like at the couple 15-minute candle before that it was like 1.1, 1.3, 1k, 1.2. now it's like 860. So volume is drying out, but it's not like super low, but also not super high. Definitely waiting for a sell and retest. Yeah, same. Let's see if the 4-hour closes around this area, like in the middle of the resistance, and the new 4-hour opens up, make the top weak, take out the 4-hour high, finds this resistance at previous week value low, and then starts to drop more, then either taking the trade from here or closing below fixed value low could be an interesting one. And the reason I don't want to be like too early to the move, because look at Asia, man. A lot of the times you enter and you just hold. You just hold the trade. You enter long here, just hold. You enter short, just hold, and then reversal, just hold. So catching that move on Asia is gonna be very important. Alright, see you inside the VIP, and kids. Take care, my brother. Come on, guys. Almost 340 of you guys here. Smash that like button. Let's reach 200 in the next 10 minutes. Come on. 166 likes already. Crazy. At the moment, yes, I am waiting for the 4-hour to close, because as you can see, volume is very low, so I'm not gonna force any trade here because volume is quite low at the moment. Yes, tomorrow is FOMC. A lot of times you can see good movements on Asia or London when there's FOMC, so I used to be one of those guys that would be like, oh, major news, no trade, I'm not gonna trade, oh, just sit back and be a freaking wussy. Don't be that. If I see like opportunity to trade, I'm gonna take it, bro. Of course, I take in consideration there's gonna be FOMC, then I have to be a little bit quicker with my trade management and smarter with my risk management. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome. Thanks for subscribing. So, a lot of times you can see some good movements on either London or Asia. That's not gonna stop me from trading. No, I'm not in a trade at the moment, Mahmoud, sorry. We're at last week's Sunday open, so previous Sunday open. Yes, you are right. Previous Sunday open indeed. Again, that previous Sunday open also aligns with the fixed value low, so this area is going to be important to break. That's the trader weight, my friend. Trader weight. Yeah, sellers are getting involved again. Can we sell now from this resistance? That's up to you, my friend. Be here on time. You're late. I explained my full analysis of what I'm gonna be looking at. 8 p.m. New York. So be here on time. Will you trade FOMC live? No, I don't trade FOMC. Like, I trade on the news day, but I don't trade the news. That's gonna be just stupid. Like, what I meant, just to clarify, what I meant but I will trade the news day is like, okay, we have FOMC tomorrow. For me, yeah, it's gonna be like 3 a.m. or something. So I'm still gonna trade Asia, London, depending, even New York, but not trade directly when FOMC starts, you know? I don't trade the news, but I trade on news day. So that's what I tried to say. Don't get it twisted. News trading, fully gambling, 100% agree with you. 100%, because it can go both ways. Maybe you can call it out sometimes, one time to time, but over time it's just not gonna work. Which indicators you're using? The main one at the moment is the valuation scanner from our Shadow Intel indicators that we have created. This one measures one instrument against another one. So at the moment we are using gold, so we measure it against the dollar. And you can see the valuation compared to both assets. But we have the seasonal forecaster, we have the session map indicator, which is free. Very useful and handy indicator. Where are you from, by the way? Guess. I'm not Indian, neither Jew, so don't even start with that, like the last stream. So don't even start with that, guys. Do you have plans to start trading live on US session? I'm from UK, so miss a lot on the Asia session. Yes, and for New York session, might start doing it maybe in the upcoming months or weeks. We used to trade on New York as well, but it's gonna be quite a tight schedule for me, because right after the stream I basically have to just immediately rest and prepare for the Asia stream, right? So it's not gonna be the best time schedule for me, but we'll start doing it for sure. I give hints about nationality? Yeah, because the last time I said guess, they said Indian, Jew. I'm like, nah, bro, far off. The Telegram group is so good. I learned a lot. Thank you so much for those analyses. Awesome, Potter. Thanks for the feedback, my friend. If you guess, will you give me a funded account? No, because you already know. You've already been here many times. You already know. Yes, Johnny, I did. And you were right. 3 nationality. You're right about that. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. We are 17 likes away from 200, man. Freaking momentum building here, and we're halfway there from 4300. So smash that subscribe button, because I know more than half of you guys are not subscribed and just watching sneaky behind the screens and not subscribing. Which is your best 2 movies? I don't know. I don't watch that much movie, but one of them has to be Tokyo Drift for me. It's just it. That has to be there for me. That has to be there. So the other one, I don't know. Japanese, yeah, you got one of them right. You got one of them right. Indonesia, no, 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 no. What is your biggest trade to date, bro? This one is my favorite question because I had my best trade this year actually, and it was in January. It was a silver trade that was supposed to be a scalp, ended up into a swing trade, and it was a 40R, like 40. It was 2 positions. One of them was 12R, the other one was 18R. So if we reach 200 likes in the next 5 minutes, I will show to you guys right now, as I'm pulling this one out right now. Where is this? So while I find my journal here, smash that like button. I want to see 200 likes while I find this trade here. Yeah, 40R. That was the craziest. Let me find it. Yes, that all-time high silver trade. I was in the long, and I was. Let me see. But those kind of trades is not gonna happen all the time, right? Like those are the trades that might happen if you're lucky once or twice a year. Where the hell is it? Yeah, it was. I opened the trade on 22nd on January. Let's see how many likes you have. 8 more likes, guys. Come on. While I find this one and I pull it out. Yeah, so many trades here. I have to go through it. Oh, look at that drop already. There we go. Found it. You living in Dubai? No, no, no. I'm living in Japan currently. South America, yes. One of the nationality is South American. Touching the view up. Yeah, you're right. That's it. 2 more minutes, bro. 4-hour closure is right around the corner. If it closed below this one, this could be an interesting one. But I would love to see a closure below view up though. I really would like to see closure below view up. Because if not, it's gonna be a short straight into view up and I don't really like it. Well, look at the 1 hour. Didn't even close above it, so yeah, this could turn into a downside momentum here for sure. This is very interesting. I found the silver trail. I will show it to you guys in a minute. Let me just focus on this gold right now because this could be an interesting one. Whoa, there we go. Look at that pullback. Look at that nasty pullback last minute. Fala português? Sim, eu falo português também. Why are you living in Japan? Because I want to? I don't know what to say. Appreciate you, Rensenku. Appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, starting to get volatile right on the 4-hour closure. Wow. This is crazy though. Okay. Very volatile, not gonna lie. This thing is crazy right now. This could be a drop from here. This could be an interesting drop. Or it's gonna be the 4-hour low swipe to push to the upside. Let me mark it out. 4-hour low. I mean, if you want a short here, that's completely fine, but watch out for those lows. Yeah, this is very volatile. Again, I want to get into the shorts, but it's very volatile. It can like literally reverse at any moment. This is what I was looking for. Stops above that high, but it went too fast. We sound like Brazilians. It's because I'm half Brazilian, quarter Brazilian technically. Can you speak Japanese? Yeah, enough to get by. I'm not fluent. Japanese is hard as hell. Yeah, not surprised. Not gonna be surprised if he finds support at this level right now. Man, that tap was perfect. I'll be really interested if it fails to continue lower. Take out the 4-hour low and then flip bullish. I'll be really interested if that happens. Okay, look at that move. Holy. Wow. I'm sure some of you guys caught this, right? Buy or sell. I don't know which one. I'm gonna time you out. (33.3% Brazilian). Technically 25%. Yes, I know it's not that far off. As you can see, I've marked it up, but based on this move, wouldn't be surprised if it just take out this low and then reverse. And if that happens, anything above fixed value low and previous value low would be interesting for longs, right? Because the same way that this happened, this could have been the other way. So if you took it, congrats. I know there's gonna be some of you guys that's gonna have the fucking crystal ball. I told you it will drop down here. I told you there is a... I don't know what the hell there is down here. Then just make up some name. Morning AJ, great to see you my brother. The 4-hour low is swept like very nice, and the 4-hour high is right here. Yeah, depending on this 15-minute closure, I think there's a good chance. If it closes like this, there's a better chance that it could drop more. Yeah, look at the buyer stepping in right now. So this is gonna be very important. Either the buyers are gonna freaking take in control, because look at the sellers right at the bottom, man. Somebody's gonna get hurt here. That's for sure. That is for sure. And if it wants to continue lower, it can definitely use this range here. So there's nothing to worry about, guys. This 5-minute range here. Yeah, look at the buyers right now. What's up, Naji? Nice, I see a lot of people joining in. We also reached 200 likes, fam, so very nice, but we still need a couple more likes because we have almost 350 of you guys here, so a lot of new people joining in. If you're new here, my name is Ryu. I trade with volume profile, higher time frame, supply and demand, and order flow, and I'm live here every single day. So if you're new here and you have any question, feel free to ask. Just don't need to spam the chat. Trendy vibe, that is called the trade of it. You can see the orders over there. Yeah, look at that. What did I say? Could potentially swipe the 4-hour low and then flip bullish. That's why I don't want to be too early. As I said, if I wanted to short, I would have just looked for a TP around the 4-hour low, so a stop loss would have been above that high, so it would have been TP anyways. But again, it's a short-term trade for me. But so far, right now, it's holding from that fixed value low up to bigger range. So if you zoom out on a 1-hour time frame, this whole range is what I'm talking about. as gold hasn't really left that range yet. Awesome, Dobry. Yeah, you were here since we were like 1k or something, and now we are almost 4.3k, man. I mean, look at this graph. Look at this graph, man. It is crazy. We've been just growing day by day, man. Are you taking any trade now? When I'm in a trade, it will be on the screen, my friend. Hockey stick, yeah. We're gonna grow like gold and silver in January. Just go up and never come back. Yeah, don't worry, I will show the silver trade. I didn't forget it. I have it here, my friend. I have the silver trade right here. Just a quick sneak peek. This was nuts, okay? This was nuts. That's all I'm gonna say. This trade was nuts. So I didn't forget about it. If you got paid every time somebody asked you that question, you wouldn't even have to trade. Yeah, bro, if I had $10 for every time somebody asks if I'm in a trade or not, oh man, I would be a millionaire. I'll be a freaking millionaire just by those questions. But it is what it is, man. Some people don't pay attention. That's why people that always lock in and pay attention and always attending the stream right on time, they're always seeing results, right? Because of course they might be here to see what trades I take, maybe what are the entries, but overall they pay attention to how I trade, why I take the trades that I take, and they always try to gain some value from every stream, right? Instead of just waiting to somebody hand them everything in a silver platter, right? Hater would say lucky trade. Exactly, man. Haters would hate anyways, so haters will hate, and all I'm gonna say is just that time everything was crazy, bro, and everything was aligning, so I had to take that trade. Yeah, exactly. As you can see, Gavin already answered you. Look up Peter J. Steinmeier. So you might see a lot of people using volume profile. They might claim that they've been using it for years and years, but they didn't create it, bro. Volume profile has been here for years. Nice, fam. We are super close to 400 live viewers. So if you're new here and you have any questions, feel free to ask. Unless it's gonna be like buy or sell. I'm not gonna answer that. So smash that like button as well. We're super close to 210, man. It's crazy. The fixed value high, yeah. The fixed value high is not really what I'm paying attention. Is just the fixed value low, because it's very close. So if I want to mark this one as well, it's just gonna be a mess, right? So many key levels. I always try to keep my charts a little bit clean, or as cleanest as I can. Just started using it about 3 weeks ago. Awesome, my friend. Yeah, I've been trading with volume pro for a year and a half or so, if I'm wrong, if I'm right, sorry. Maybe almost 2 years. Yeah, I think around 2 years or so. What do I think about ICT? ICT. I used to trade SMC, so kind of similar, but it didn't really work for me. I know it works for a lot of people, but for me it was quite random. Fazal, welcome to the stream, my friend. Appreciate you subscribing. So I know it works for a lot of people, but uh, what I see from majority of the ICT traders, I'm not saying this is everybody, but they all call the names and the fair value gap and the order block, the I don't know, liquidity, whatever the hell they call it, but they never take the trade. Like they all say, oh, there was a fair value gap here, but did you took the short? No. Okay, so why does it matter if you say all these names and then these levels but you don't take the trade? Like you can call this move and say, oh, this is gonna drop, but if all you do is just say about the names and all the fair value gaps but you don't take the trade, so what's the point? You know, when I call the key levels and I talk about the levels I'm looking at and the potential move, I actually take the trades. And if I'm gonna be wrong, I'm gonna be wrong, you know? It is what it is, but I'm not gonna say it's everybody, but I've seen this pattern so many times. Just like literally 2 weeks ago, I was looking for short. There was this one guy. Oh, but I think it was a long actually. I was long. The guy said, "Oh, there's a 30-minute bearish confirmation and the order block and I don't know what and what and what," and he didn't took the trade, you know. And just a small pullback, they always like to say, "Oh, you see, I told you, I told you." So I'm not saying that's everybody, but I've seen this so many times from them. Over analyzing, exactly, Gavin, exactly. Like, what's the point of analyzing everything if you're not gonna take action, bro? And I'm not saying to shit on you because I've been there. I've been there looking at all this volume profile level, be like, oh, this, oh, POC, oh, value low, value high, oh, we're gonna do this, COT data, but not really take action. You know, that's what kept me in the break-even stage for like years, for a year and a half, until I decided to take freaking action, bro, and be aggressive when my trades are happening. SMC doesn't use fair value gap, that's ICT. Bro, it's the same shit. Who cares, bro? You see, this is what I'm saying. Like, they always like to argue, bro. Like, whatever, bro. Who cares? I'm just saying in general. If you don't have the common sense to understand that I'm using this as an example, that I can't help you, my friend. This is exactly what I mean. They always like to argue. But this is actually that. Oh, but this. They always like to fight like a crazy people. I'm just saying in general, that's a freaking example, bro. Of course, I still use some of the price action stuff. Of course, it might be like liquidity sweep, whatever, taking out the lows. Yes, sometimes I use like the session sweep, all that stuff, but there's no point of like arguing. I would like to see the 30-minute closure below. If the 30-minute closes below the fixed value low, I would be interested for shorts. Let's see. What's up, Celia? Welcome to the stream, my friend. If I'm honest, I lost 2k in the last 2 weeks. I can say it, but lately I'm too scared to take it. Yeah, I understand that. I've been there too. Whenever I'm in a like losing streak, maybe I lose for 2 days, 3 days, then the third day it might affect my decision making. But you just have to reflect and see, like a lot of the times, for example, when you catch a couple of trades and maybe you get into a long, let's say, for example, right? You get into a long here, then pull back, you're like, oh, I think I'm gonna take another loss, and then you close it, but actually end up being just a pullback for a continuation, right? I've been there too. I was literally here in this position last week. I closed one of my trades early on the pullback, ended up being a full TP if I would have held it, right? But the problem wasn't the trade. The problem was with me because I didn't want to lose again, kinda, or I felt like I would lose again, and I didn't stick to my plan, right? And like I really reflected on that, and then after that I'm like, yeah, if the trade I'm taking, I'm gonna hold it, because if it aligns with my plan, I don't care, I'm gonna hold it. Either it's gonna be a TP or a stop loss. So that definitely affects, especially when you're in a drawdown or a losing streak, that definitely happens. You just have to realize where did you made a mistake and where you can improve, right? How many years you've been trading? A little over 3.5 years, around there. Just block them. Yeah. I was trading London today, staying in range for 8 hours. Yeah, London can be very rangy sometimes, so if you don't see big moves on London, or at least like a good volume, usually I try to either lower my risk if I want to actually take that trade, or just stay out, you know. So it's completely normal, guys, if you go on a losing streak and your decision making start to be a little bit different because of that. And I can tell you by experience, I've been there, and I've literally been there like last week, right? But then I reflected and I literally made everything back in a day or two. You know, you have to, the important thing is to journal your trades, because if you don't journal, you're not gonna know about all this stuff, where you made a mistake, why you made a mistake, right? So do that for sure. I really like this, but it's starting to get choppy, and it did close above VWAP. It's one of those situations, man. It's one of those situations. VWAP is right below it, as you can see. It could also go for this aggressive buyers at the bottom, and then I don't know, tap and then potentially get rejected. So a big battle here. You can see sellers at the top, that was good, then buyers bought it back, then buyers tried to push up, couldn't, sellers got in control again, and now it's still in the same range. What's VWAP? VWAP is volume weighted average price. You can find it on TradingView. It's just their indicator, and I use the default setting. What's the main thing that brought you from break-even to profitable? Of course, there's gonna be like many stuff. It's never one thing, but I would say for me the breakout was when I started to take action and be aggressive when my trades happen, right? Stop over analyzing, like stop caring about every little thing, because you're not gonna find the perfect trade all the time, right? If you wait for the perfect trade, for a perfect tap, yeah bro, you're just gonna get wrecked. That's all I'm gonna say, you know. Also, it took like many like trades to journal to understand all of this, right? Like I've seen that over time, if I would have actually taken the trades that I was looking for instead of waiting for that perfect tap, perfect setup, perfect whatever, I would have been profitable like literally the second year, right? But it takes time to understand all of that. It really depends how you trade as well, right? If you're gonna be a swing trader, that's gonna be a different approach. If you are a scalper, that's gonna be a different approach. But that's why you see sometimes me being a little bit more aggressive with my trades. I'm like, okay, done, boom, boom, entry. But sometimes I'm more passive, like today, because it's not really there for me yet. But when the move happens and I'm aggressive, I can catch everything, you know? Taking action. Taking action is important. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. Friday. But don't get me wrong, you can be profitable and sometimes take some stupid trades. I still do, not till today sometimes. But it's gonna be, the difference is gonna be how fast can you catch yourself from the tilt, right? I still go on a tilt sometimes. I might lose like couple hundred, couple thousand, but I make it back like in literally couple days as well when I'm aggressive, right? Depends. Some people like to be a little bit more passive, then that's completely fine too. Some people are more fine with entering the trade when they see the confirmation, bigger stop loss, and just let it run, right? I'm a little bit more aggressive. I'm like, okay, cool, I see a potential move, stop above the high, quick move, boom, boom, out. If I see more potential, then I hold it, you know. Alright, take care, Lizzie. Yeah, exactly, we're humans. You can still have a 35% win rate and be a profitable trader if you have a 2-to-1 minimum risk to reward ratio. So that's a lot of problem with quote-unquote newer traders, that they always look for higher win rate, higher risk to reward. Like they enter here, they're targeting like the fucking all-time low and looking for that 50R trade. Of course it can happen. I literally caught a 40R trade on silver, but this kind of trades, I know it's not gonna happen all the time. It's not gonna happen all the time. As I said, it might be a once in a year, twice a year max. But yeah, like as long as you have a decent win rate, decent risk to reward, bro, you're gonna be profitable. What is Malaysian SNR? I don't even know what that means. So yeah, since gold is just doing nothing here and it's choppy, and I would like to take a short, but still not there for me, I'm gonna show the silver trade. So it was these two trades from come on, oh my god, let me find it again, this guy. Kumar, welcome to the stream, my friend. Appreciate you subscribing. This one. 22nd and 23rd I scaled in, closed at 26. So that was like a 3-day trade because I hold it over the weekend as well. So I entered on a New York session. It was supposed to be a scalp. As you can see, tight stop loss, not that big on a 5-minute time frame. 12-hour demand rejection. Seasonal forecaster was showing bullish momentum, and I saw this. I'm like, I'm not gonna put a TP. Just go for it, you know. And that was around like $94 per ounce at that time, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hold this thing. Just keep going. If I see a potential pullback, I'm gonna close. Then I scaled in literally the next day. You can see 23rd of January, same thing, scalp, but then it was on a 15-minute. I saw a rejection from a swing level. If you take from the bottom to the top, swing value high rejection. We had a range here, decided to enter at the break, stop loss below the low, and then just let it run, bro. And this thing was crazy. Look at that uptrend that we had in January, right? So this kind of trade isn't gonna happen when we are ranging, only when we are moving crazy. And I actually closed it around $117 per ounce, where everybody were still buying that trade, or silver in general. Let me show it to you. Here, as you can see, I still have the 12-hour demand. I closed around $117 per ounce right here. Why did I close it? First, daily overvaluation against dollar. Seasonal forecaster showing the cycle top. Everybody was buying. Even your grandmother was talking about gold and silver pushing up, right? That's when you know you have to be careful. Same with Bitcoin, right? Whenever it's booming, everybody's like, buy Bitcoin. Even your freaking Uber driver is talking about Bitcoin. That's a good time to sell, my friends. And yeah, that's why I decided to close. So many people were like, oh, hold it for more. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I got my 40R, 22R on one trade, and 18R on the other trade, 40R in general. I made like 3 months of my 9-to-5 salary in one trade, and at that time I was still working as a 9-to-5. I'm not anymore. I left my job like long time ago. So that's why I decided to hold my trade, because I saw potential here. And I was still late because the trend started way before, right? But I wasn't looking that much. I was trading more gold. And the best trade I think would have came from here. The cycle top, found the bottom, and there was actually this daily demand. Just look at that beautiful tap. Imagine if you had bought it from there. Just imagine, right? I was still late to the party, quote unquote, but I was able to catch some very nice trade, you know? If it would have been from here, easily over 80 or 100 R. But again, greed is gonna kill you, right? Because if you would have held it here thinking this shit would go to $150 per ounce like everybody thought, you would have got one Diddy candle and get wrecked, right? So this was one of the nastiest wipeout in the market ever. Same with gold, same drop on gold. So I knew just this move would have happened because everybody was talking about gold and silver, like literally. And I've seen this pattern many times, especially on Bitcoin. So yeah, this kind of trade, I'm not gonna be lying here saying I'm gonna catch 40R trades all the time. That's not gonna happen. That's just gonna be fucking unrealistic, right? That's the kind of trade that only when it's like trending very nice, you got the perfect entry, you got the perfect stop loss placement, and just let it run. So that's why I don't look for those kind of trades all the time, unless like a lot of thing aligns. Like that's one of the best opportunities we had to long the gold and silver, right? What is the best amount for a starter in the third world countries? I think depends on, here's the thing, I can say $100, $1,000. That itself doesn't matter. If you have Ron John, welcome to the stream. If you have, like, let's say $10,000 in your bank and you're gonna start account with $100, you're gonna trade way differently than if you have only $100 in your bank account, right? Because if you blow that $100, you're done basically. You're out of money. But if you have more money saved up, then you're gonna trade way differently that $100 because you're not gonna think about the money perspective. You're gonna think about the process, the growth, right? So it's just gonna have a different mindset. That's why I always suggest just get a side hustle, make more money, and then put it in a personal account. What is the biggest challenge doing live trading? Any pressure to make sure the trade winning stop us? Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of streamers, right? Like, of course, there's gonna be that responsibility of not taking whatever stupid trades, but I'm literally trading the way I trade, and I'm gonna trade the way I trade. If it's gonna be a loss, so be it. If it's gonna be a win, so be it as well, right? I don't really care if I take a loss or win because I'm always trying to provide value, and if you don't, I'm not saying you, but in general, if people don't see the value in it, then I can't help you, my friend. I cannot help you. Yes, indeed, Ronak. Execution and exit were on point. If price goes above pricing value low, I'm looking for buy. Yeah, same. I'm looking for the same. If it goes above, I'm looking for a continuation. Yep, that's why I didn't want to short. Look at that view of how well it hold it. Sellers trapped at the bottom. This would have been like a very nice entry on 5. But yeah, from POC, yeah, it was a little bit risky. If I would have entered here, could have easily got rejected. So as you can see on Asia, hasn't really moved that much. Nothing like spectacular yet. Gold prices are currently rising to create an OB obstruction point pattern, after which they will likely fall again. Alright, cool. That seller's trap was quite nice. That buyers are still stepping in. From $20 to 351. That's awesome, my friend. That's great, my friend. This move is crazy. 15 still overvalued, but the 1 hour undervaluation, as I said, has more weight right now. Look at that. That's why I was a bit hesitant as well to take shorts. Trying to make it to 100k. Yeah, that's good. Always make sure to have like step-by-step process first. Brian, welcome to the stream, my friend. Thanks for subscribing. Always have that, of course, the bigger goal, which is 100k for you, and have also the smaller steps. Like for example, start with 1k, right? Say the first goal is to hit 1k. You hit 1k, cool. Now 2k, cool. Now 5k. Because if you think just about the 100k, at some point you're gonna go on tilt. But if you go with that step by step, trust me, I've flipped so many accounts like this. It's gonna be so easy if you go step by step. Nice, fam. We are 29 subs away from, ooh, 27 subs away from 4.3k, fam. Let's freaking go. I have a plan of 50 steps, 15% risk, 30% reward. Yeah, that's decent. That's about what I usually risk as well. Sure, 20. Depends if you want to use on the minis or micro. If you use on minis, I use like 20 to 30 RTH volume threshold, and if you use on micro, I use on 50. I think that's the most reliable. If you can also pause the stream and just take a screenshot. Yes, I do trade in Q as well, but on Asia session my main focus is mainly gold. Thanks for the range, bro. I used that for along with 100 pips and was a win. Awesome, my friend. Meme domain. That's an interesting name. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Alright. Thank you, Nat channel. Appreciate you joining in as always. What up, Revealing Exchanges? Long time no see, my friend. Great to see you back. PDP says I turned 200 into 3K, then lost it with a bad risk management. Oh, trust me, I've been there too, my friend. I've been there too, my friend. I've been there that I turned 250 into 8K, and I blew half of it after. You know? Man, if the overvaluation wasn't there, I would have really liked to take this trade, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Maybe I'll take it depending on the closure. Not gonna lie here. Yeah, I would not like to see the point of control closing at the top and candle below. In that case, I would not take the long, but something like this is what I'm looking at for the continuation. Mini 2030, micro 50. Yes. For micro, when you see like a lot of volumes, a lot of bubbles like this, my friend, you can even go to 100 as well, just to filter it out a little bit, because you don't need to see too many bubbles. You need to see enough bubbles. You see how 100 is way cleaner. So when there is less volume, go for 50, and if it's more volume, go for higher number, because that's gonna show just the bigger contracts getting open and closed, right? So just like this, we're a little bit high volume, so I can go to 30, so it's a little bit more clean, but volume is dying out, so I prefer to use the middle way. Like 25 is fine for me. Let's see. Yeah, that overvaluation is pissing me off. I want to take this continuation, but that freaking valuation. Yesterday the accumulation on Asia was more easy than today, but thanks to you I managed to do well. You're awesome. Look forward to another trade. Awesome. Mihei, I hope I said your name right. If not, just let me know. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, I don't like this closure here. Like, point of control at the top, buyers at the top. The valuation, it could go for a pullback. If I was just scalping, I would try to short this. A quick move. But it's a little bit risky. Oh, Michael. Alright, got it. Yeah, potentially smoky, potentially. My name is Ryu. R-Y-U. Ryu. But you can call me JJ too, that's fine. That's my nickname. Oh, nice flip. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Are you trying to tease me, Goldie? Are you trying to tease me? Or what? I don't know if you're trying to tease me or not, but I can assure you you are being successful here, Goldie. But I'm not gonna fall for you. I'm not gonna fall for you, my friend. You may drop now, because I know you wanna drop. I know you want to give that pullback, but the problem is it's very tight. I don't know if I want to short here. The ultra for minis, I use 6 per row or 6 to 8. I change all the time, but like boxes like this size is good for me. For micro is around the same as well. I always use at 8. What do you think about the trader that combines ICT with Orderflow? I think that's a very good combination, because the problem I had with ICT and SMC that I was studying, the entries was very random. Like the for me, right? You might argue with me, cool. I'm talking about my experience. I don't care. Like the entry, the stop loss placement. Why would I enter here? Why would I enter there? It was a little bit random for me. So I think if you combine that with Orderflow, I think it's a very decent combination. I've seen so many people doing pretty well with that. So I think it can work, definitely. The bubble, you have to download the Seasonal Large Delta Bubbles indicator. And also one more thing, guys, like you can also like kinda anticipate the move. Like this one, I said it could push up or the drop, but there are days like this that it's not gonna give you the cleanest entries. Like I know, like I'm not gonna say I know, because I don't know what the hell market's gonna do, but I can anticipate what the market can do, but not always I can get the right entry, if that makes sense. That's why you see a lot of times I say, okay, it could drop, it could push up, but if it doesn't give me like the confirmation or the good entry, at least entry point, I'm not gonna take it. And there are days that like you can catch or predict the whole move, but you're not gonna get the perfect entry. Francis, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you subscribing. Right now, my bias, I would say really depends. As I said, there are so many things contradicting for me as a day trader slash scalper, whatever in general. Is that the 1 hour came out of undervaluation. Usually you're gonna see more push to the upside. Second is that 15-minute is overvalued, 5-minute is overvalued, and that is very important because that's how I use on my execution, the 5 and 15. Erwin, appreciate you subscribing. So I do want to take the long hair, but everything is overvalued, so I'm not gonna go against the valuation scanner because I've seen the accuracy over time. But yeah, again, even a short here would be quite nice, but it's very tight again, and it's close to the 30-minute closure, so you could easily close the ball. So it's one of those days, like you can see gold hasn't moved like that much today, like not a major move today. So I trade differently when the market is trending rather than ranging, right? I trade a little bit different. Like the approach is about the same. The trade management and risk management is a little bit different. I trade the same way. Nothing changes. And I can see we are 21 subs away from 4.3k fam, so do me a favor, smash that subscribe button and also smash that like button. We've reached 225. There's almost 330 of you guys here, so we can easily reach 250. Do me a favor and smash that like button if you're enjoying the stream. Not just like button, guys, the thumbs up as well. That's what I mean. I see a lot of hearts now, but I mean the thumbs up. So scroll down a little bit. Scroll down a little bit. This thumbs up here. Lee, welcome to the stream, my friends. See a lot of new people joining in as well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm live here on a daily basis on Asia session, Monday through Friday, so looking forward to see you guys every day here. You clicked twice, then that's not good because you unliked it. I wanna see where this 30 minutes is gonna close in 5 minutes. If it does close below the previous value low, I might give this one a shot, something like this. Depending, I might not even wait for the 30 minutes. But if it closes above, this can turn into a very nice 15-minute double wick play. Like close above, retrace, and then if it flips bullish here, the next candle on the break, enter. Oh, look at that flip. Interesting. How long do you trade Asia for? Usually the streams are like on average 2 to 4 hours. I lost almost 200 bad entry. How and why did you enter a trade? Well, first of all, that's not good. Second of all, I suggest you to join us at the beginning when the stream starts, 8 p.m. New York, because that's when I give my full analysis and you can understand why I look at a certain key levels, and when I take the trade you're gonna already be there, so you can understand how and why I take the trade. How do you feel about a sell limit at 43.61 right here? 43.61, is that the POC of that range? No, it's lower. There's definitely some volume there. Would I sell limit there? I don't think so. Personally, I don't have anything interesting around that level. If you have, then that makes sense. Come on, fam. 20 more subs. Let's freaking smash that subscribe button. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out when we go live. Double week play on the 5 minutes, yes, and also 15, like something like this. I'm very interested. Let me put this one because I can already smell the comments. Are you in yet? Are you in yet? Yes, Nemo, yes. I'm looking for a closure above and then entering on the flip. Something like this. I will be watching this guy here. I want to see the bottom wick getting created as well before entering. Not some like random entering. Come on, baby, make that bottom wick because I know you want to. I might give it a shot, let's see. I already have my limits. This is the level I want to see the bottom wick to be created. I mean, all these levels are right now very good. Okay, tagged in. If it flips from here, I guess I got unlucky. I got tagged in on my Vantage as well. Let's see if we can get the continuation right now. If this is going to be the pullback, then the valuation is definitely gonna have some weight right now. That is for sure. Yeah, it depends on how this 1 hour wick is gonna be, the bottom wick. If it's gonna be too big, then yeah, most likely I will be out. Okay, now it tapped perfect to the point of control. Now is the time I want to see the flip bullish. I might add in another one. I wouldn't like if this one straight up drop. If this one drops, most likely it's just gonna be ranging after that. What do you mean, where is my stop loss on a lower time frame? It's literally on the screen. Nice bottom wick. If this one flips bullish, very interesting. Because if this one wants to go for a pullback, actually there's a lot of level that it can go to. So first it would be this aggressive buyers. Second would be this point of control that it didn't really get tapped into. So let's see. I go short now. Good luck. Good luck, bro. Shame. You using me as a liquidity? Shame on you. That one. Full TP will be at Sunday open. At 4372.6. But if it hovers around 1 hour, I will close it then. Did it tag in my... Yeah, it did. Okay. Just in case. Candle pull. Only the OG people would know what is the candle pull. So drop the emoji on the chat, and we'll pull the candle together. There we go. Our favorite tool, Mr. Candle Pull. No need, this will cross. Hopefully, Joseph. Hopefully. There we go. Let's see. So far has over 100%, 90% win rate for candle pull. Let's see if this time it will work. It has to be the perfect angle. If not, it will not work. Pull, 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 pull. He has to pull it. There's no way you will not work. This is an order. Now we wait. Now we wait for the magic to happen. Yeah, that's a funny one, Redemptor. That's a funny one. But it has been working well, so we'll just call Trump. Okay, let me call him. I used it yesterday and went opposite way. Yeah, 1 out of 20 trades that I called out. Yeah, 1 didn't work. And you crying about it? First time in 2 months, actually. That's the first time. And so you might be new, but it is what it is. Just yesterday it didn't work. That doesn't mean that it's not gonna work every day. Pull harder. Gotta go Super Saiyajin mode. Yeah, but that valuation is waiting on this, like waiting, not waiting as waiting, but like has weight right now. Not that one, this one. Yeah, I don't like all these bars here. I want to see nasty push up, close above, and continuation. I want to see a closure above this level here. I want to see a closure above that level. Anderson, welcome to the stream, my friend. What do you think of TP for 4407? 4407. Those highs. Could be. I'm not sure if it will get there on this session, but if the volume kicks in like hard, maybe that could be an interesting one. What is my stop loss? Is the screen in front of your face? Because it's literally here. What's up, Ahmed? Welcome to the stream, my friend. I'm new here, been here for the past 2 days. Well, welcome to you, my friend. We trade live every single day on Asia session for now. New York sessions might be coming in. I need to use bigger yellow words. Yeah, man. Like literally yesterday, like it's literally on the face. Or I wish we had a bigger. Let me see if I can find something funny. You don't see the value? It's literally below this candle, bro. Like, let's see if there's any activity going on. Yeah, so far still holding from that level. I do not want to see it dropping from here. I want to see closure above. I think if we close above this one, we good. But if it doesn't, then that's not good. Been here since you started. Do you think I should take this trade or too risky? I don't know how to answer that. You can take the trade if you want to. Just manage your trades and manage your risk. Because I know there's a lot of guys that would take the same trade as me, go full port just like yesterday, and then they will lose and they will be emotional. Oh my god, guys. Seriously. What's the point of me putting the text here if you're gonna ask these kind of questions, bro? What do you mean where's the final TP? It's literally here, bro. Holy shit. Abdullah says, hi, I'm new here. Welcome, my friend. Great to have you here. My name is Ryu. I trade with volume profile, higher time frame, supply and demand, and order flow. So great to see you here, my friend. I have a good image for the people that ask this kind of questions. This is what I imagine you. This one. I'm in a trade, can't sleep now. Well, have a good sleep, my friend. Marvin, welcome to the stream, my friend. You 50-minute course below. Don't really like it. Engineer, welcome, my friend. Thank you for joining in. I'm like here every day, Monday through Friday, so looking forward to see you many more times here. Write it in Japanese. No, Redempto, if they can't even read the English, how the hell are they gonna read the Japanese? Player X Siri is going to lose if people keep asking this question. Yeah, I swear I'm gonna crash out. I swear I will crash out. Only sometimes, Kiki. Only sometimes. Maybe many of the guys want the exact value of the stop loss and TP. Well, then I guess you're only looking for signals, my friend. I don't care for people looking for signals. If you can understand where I put my stop loss and why I put there, like from here to here or to here is not gonna make that much of a difference. Like seriously. To me, you're just looking for a signal. I don't care. You're from Africa and Asia session. It's hard to keep up. Yeah, we'll try to do another session, bro. For now, Asia it is. Good morning, Tim. How you doing, my friend? You put it at 48. That's good. That's decent. 48 is nice. Stop loss, guys, don't forget, has to be where it would invalidate your trade, right? So I know if this one comes down here, I'm already invalidated. So it doesn't matter if I put here or here or here, right? That's just gonna be extra money for no fucking reason. So I put my stop loss where it makes sense, and if it taps there, I'm invalidated already. A lot of you guys put stop loss where you don't want it to be hit, right? But stop loss should be placed where it would invalidate your trade, so you don't lose more than what you're risking there. It's the difference between taking the trade because you understand and are paying attention versus the dummies who want to type in the signal just randomly click by yourself. Exactly. And if they win, they're gonna be happy and they ain't gonna give me any money. And if they lose, they're gonna blame everything but themselves, including me. Oh, this is a bad trade. Oh, there's a 15-second fair value gap up here. Cool, bro. Nice. TP1 hit. Awesome, Michael. Awesome. I will wait for the 1 hour. If it hits there, I will put my stop loss on break even. So my 1 hour is around 43.64-ish. I go for real no matter if it's a win or loss. That's part of the game. Exactly, man. Also, thank you for saying that. It's part of the game, bro. I'm gonna take losses, I'm gonna take wins, and you're gonna see who is actually here for the value to learn here. Because when we were in a freaking winning streak like the past 2-3 weeks, everybody were happy, right? As soon as we saw 1 or 2 losses, we started seeing some crybabies already. Where's the guy, go buy or sell? Yeah, those kind of guys are always gonna be timed out. If they spam, 86,000 second by me, my friend. Coming from an SMC background, I'm always a little bit wary of a fair value gap. I guess I have to unlearn it. I mean, I wouldn't say unlearn it, but like, gotta know when how to use fair value gap, because I've seen so many people that use it like very good and they're super profitable, right? But there are some people that every big candle they're like fair value gap, fair value gap, fair value gap, fair value gap. They're like this crazy monster that is like locked into the enemy. Like, but if you know how to use them, I've seen so many people making some decent amount of money from it. So how long have you been trading? A little over 3.5 years, my friend. Almost 4 years. Crybabies are always gonna cry, yeah. Yeah, as soon as we are in the profit, crybaby stops to cry, right? As soon as a pullback, oh, buy or sell. Oh, you should have waited. Oh, I think I'm gonna close. I think I'm gonna short. Oh. Okay, bro, keep shorting. Can you tell the reason why you put break even on this level? Because in all of my trades, I always put my stop loss on break even around 1 hour. Because my data shows that if it's most of my trades either go straight to TP or straight to stop loss. So I don't have many trades that it will go to break even and then straight to TP. It might happen sometimes, but it's not that much over time. So it's not gonna be worth it for me to just leave my stop loss down here, because a lot of time it could go 1 hour and then go to stop loss. So for me it works around 1 hour. I put stop loss on break even and just let the trade to run. So I hope that made sense. Thanks for subscribing, my friend. We are 14 subs away from 4.3k, fam. Freaking crazy. Smash that subscribe button. How long did you take to be profitable? I've been more consistent since towards Q4 of 2025. But I was in a break-even stage for a very long time. Because I was over analyzing and not taking action, not taking trades, right? Really love how you copy their voices. Yeah. Really, is this trade 3R worthy? What do you think? I don't know about 3R, because I think the important key level to break for you to hit 3R is gonna be Sunday Open. And Sunday Open has been a nice support and resistance as always, right? Like, it's been quite nice, so really depends. That's why I'm not gonna go for more, because this one could easily be like this and then pull back and then maybe after go. So if you're willing to hold, that's up to you, but personally I just want to go for 2R because right now it's not that high volume, right? Okay, close above that level. Forgot to update you guys. Yeah, look at all these aggressive buyers at the bottom. This is what I like to see. So now I need to see the continuation, not a slowdown. $5K subs the next target, 100% my friend. Morning Bart, great to see you my friend. Edmund says if we fail to find the direction we need through our own channels, we should examine ourselves. Trading is that simple. Learn from your failure and find your weaknesses. Exactly, bro. Finding your weakness and working on it is gonna be the easiest way to be for you to be profitable. I can tell you the best thing ever. I can tell you the like every single detail and thing that I did in my life for me to reach the profitability. But if you don't work on yourself and you don't find your weakness, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, bro. It can be the best trader in the world and tell you like do this, do that and that, but if you don't know your own weaknesses, then you're gonna have a hard time, my friend. Yes, Tim, I agree with you. Volume is less right now. That's why I'm not gonna go for a big risk to reward. How do I get the Sunday Open? Goimi, do you have our free session map indicator? Because if you don't, you can see the Sunday Open up every week with this orange line here. That's the weekly divider. It's a free indicator, so I suggest you to add it to your charts as well. You can also see the sessions. But yeah, I agree with you guys, we definitely need some volume. Or maybe you need some more candle pull. Push up. Why it is not the best angle? Okay, this might be the perfect angle. Now it's gonna push up crazy like this, straight to TP. Becky says thanks very much, Rio. It's worth starting the live with you. Really appreciate it. Awesome, Becky. Thanks for the feedback. Good morning, Felix. Great to have you here, my friend. Tim asks, if volume and delta divergence occur, does that mean a sign of a reversal? Most of the time, yes. Most of the time. Do you watch anime? Not that much. The only anime I watch is the Demon Slayer. That's the only interesting one to me. But I've watched, of course, Dragon Ball, Naruto, all the normal ones that everybody has watched. But not that much big into anime. I'm more into cars, so for me it's just gonna be a car shit. Matter of the fact, I will be drifting next month, so excited for that one. Attack on Titan, I've watched like a couple episodes and didn't find it that much interesting. Sorry. Sure, feel free to ask the questions if you have, my friend. What car do I drive? I have a Nissan Skyline R34, 4-door. So and I drift that car as well. Okay, not the closure that I want to see, not gonna lie here, with the point of control at the top. The only way I see this one pushing up is if it retested this, either these big buyers at the down here, or these other buyers which it tapped into it right now. So let's see. Yes, Ahmed, I'm live every day on Asia session, 8 PM New York time, Monday through Friday. And for now, London and New York, keeping the guys updated inside the VIP. That's your dream car? It's a nice car. It's overrated though. It's getting expensive for no reason. Show us your cool drifting video, please. Sure. Let me load up my IG here. What do you think of Xiaomi YU7 GT? I don't know what that is, but sounds gay. Oh, keep it to the cell phones, bro. There you go, that's my IG. Only car shit, that's my Skyline. This was me drifting with my friend a couple months ago. One of my good friends. Of course I had to get close to him. This is a track close to Mount Fuji and that's my car. Oh yeah, only car shit here. This is actually my favorite one, this one. The drone shot. It's just one of the best ones. This shot is crazy though, like literally one of my favorites. So yeah, only car stuff. And this one as well. You already know. Sometimes. This is AI, by the way. If you know, you know. So yeah, let's get back to the trading. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift style, for sure, man. I'm literally living the Tokyo Drift freaking scene. Awesome, my friend. Appreciate it. Yeah, the drone shot is my favorite. That drone shot is the best. Okay, I want to see if these buyers can hold the price. If not, I will close my trade because it's starting to get a little bit choppy. Smell of the burning rubber. Oh, that's the best, bro. The first thing I go when I'm drifting is just smell that rubber. Like a crackhead. Okay, I almost tapped into those big bars. Let's see if we can hold it. I would love to see this one flipping bullish. If this 15 flip bullish and ends up closing a little bit higher like here, I would really like that actually. Hello, is this future? No, this is past. I'm just kidding. I trade both CFD and futures. Are you in a trade? No, I'm just dancing here. I just have this one for no reason, and I have this in this trade text here for no reason, bro. For no reason at all. No, I'm not in a trade at all. No. I just like to put this text here in this trade for no reason here. Yeah. Sometimes. Are you a stunt driver? No, I'm an actual driver. Awesome, fam. 9 subs away, guys. 9 subs away. Smash that subscribe button. 4.3k loading, I'm telling you. How is it possible to people ask that? Oh, bro, anything is possible nowadays. Target would be 43.90 for today. 43.90. Awesome, bro. What is that level? Ooh, okay. There's a high volume note there from that range. That's why it's holding. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance at the top. Not at the top, but at the top of where the price is right now. Why are you not pushing up, bro? You want me to pull the candle or what? Pull it. Yeah, I don't like how these buyers weren't able to push the price higher. I want to see a tap here and then flipping bullish. And if not, personally, I don't think we're gonna drop any further. Sorry, or push any further to the upside. Let's see the 1 hour closure. Maybe if the 1 hour closes below, then yeah, I definitely don't think we're gonna push up. I think it did tap right now. Yes, it did tap to those big bars. Let's see if we can hold as support. You gonna sell? There's a 30-minute supply in futures. Awesome, cool, my friend. Good luck. Call Trump, the last option. Okay, let's do it then. Let me call Trump and Baron, both of them. Is the order flow free on TradeAway? Depends on if you have a personal account, you have to pay for the fees, monthly fees. I'm not sure how much is it again. You can also have a futures prop that you can have access to. What broker do I use? I use Vantage. As you can see, I trade on Vantage. Vantage Markets. And if you have a Vantage account, you can also have access to our VIP community. All you need to do is click on the link in the description, join our free Telegram, and then just click on the pinned message. You can read through this post of how you can get inside the VIP. There we go. Calling Trump right now. Should dump from here. It should be good now. Should I move to order flow or stick to supply and demand? Why not both? I trade supply and demand too. Trade both, bro. Don't forget, order flow is not a strategy. Order flow is a tool, so you can use order flow with anything, with any strategy. You see, he's already buying. Trump buying from MT5. I don't think he's buying them from MT5. If not, the trade would not even get filled because of how big of an account he has. Is the Trump confluence included in the VIP? Sometimes. Sometimes. Let's see, so far the first reaction from that big buyers is good, but I need to see closure above. And this 15-minute, I would love to see a flipping bullish, bro. Again, we are lacking volume, guys. We are lacking volume. I mean, compare this Asia session to yesterday's Asia session. Completely different session. You see that? You see how better move we made here? It's gonna be pushing up, hopefully, man, hopefully. I'm sold. Yes, exactly. As Gavin already answered, on some countries that might be restricted. We have a one-time membership fee as well, so it's not just Vantage, but we have other options as well to get in. Don't like this pullback. I don't like if this 15-minute closes like this. This is already showing me signs of exhaustion of buyers right now. Let's keep hoping. Yeah, we can hope, but based on what I see now, we have a good chance to drop. So we didn't see the follow through. Again, that's first of all, as I said, I was willing to risk the trade. I do not care, right? Second is the valuation again. The 15 minutes still holding, like, very nice. If this move here was undervalued on 15, oh man, I would have taken the trade like without any worrying. But let's see. I don't like this 15-minute closure whatsoever, because if this one flips bearish now, there's a good chance it could go lower. Will it go to that low? I'm not sure. Nobody knows. Behind the bars, appreciate you subscribing, my friend. Nice, fam. 3 subs away. 3 subs away from 4.3k. What's the win rate of the strategy? My win rate is around 40 to 55% win rate. Around there, with a minimum 2 to 1 risk to reward. So keep it, dollar is fallen. That's the thing, like if dollar is dropping but gold is not pushing up, that is actually showing that gold is weak. Because if dollar finds support and push up, gold is gonna dump from here. If gold was actually strong, well, it was, but then just volume dried out. With this drop, gold would have already pushed up. If you don't already see the push, that means that the gold is on a weaker side at the moment. But let's see. Monaco, welcome to the stream, my friend. Thanks for subscribing. Alright, fam, I want you guys to spam W's in the chat because we did reach 4.3k. Told you 4.3k is loading, my friend. Big W's in the chat. Nice, nice. You have to short now. I don't think I take orders from you, so I'm not gonna short. It's not that I have to short. If I want to short, I will short. If you tell me to short, I will not short. Nice, well, nice. Growing day by day. Growing day by day, that's for sure. No, I think, did you just join, RJ? I think you probably just joined, because like 2 minutes ago I said as well that with this 15-minute closure I think it will drop more. So it's not that I disagree with you, I agree with you, but the way you said it, like you have to short, nah, I'm cool with that. But if you just joined, then yes, I literally 2 minutes ago said if this 15-minute closes like this looks like it could drop more. With this 15-minute closure, point of control here, already tapped into it, flipping bearish. These buyers are still holding down here, but based on the 15-minute, looks like it could drop more from a footprint. So I'm still gonna stick to my trade and hold it. If it goes, it goes, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Good morning, Kate. Great to have you here, my friend. Trump, where are you, my friend? You have to call him again, I guess. New to your channel, got your videos from Reels. I must say you're doing amazing. Appreciate you, Kate. If you have any questions, feel free to drop. No worry, RJ. I didn't get upset at all. Yeah, I just wanted to say that too. Didn't get upset at all, but this one, yeah, looks like it at least towards the 4400 on futures, which would be that big wick on 5. 43, 46 ish is the potential drop zone if it wants to drop on spot. Awesome, Phil. Catch you later, my friend. Kate, first of all, my name is Ryu. I trade with volume profile, higher time frame supply and demand, and order flow as confirmation. So I use mainly the volume profile on an intraday perspective, supply and demand on a higher time frame, anything above 8 hour, as you can see, and order flow as my confirmation. Volume definitely dried out. At the beginning was looking very good. Yeah, sellers are definitely stepping in right now. $43.90 on futures have orders to take. 43.90, 43 on micro or mini. It's about the same right now. 43.90, okay. Let me check here. 43.90. Yeah. Yep, 43.90. Yeah, I talked about that level earlier, like about 30 minutes ago. I said that if it doesn't give the continuation here, I'm looking at two levels. First is the 4400.3, and then the other one is for 4390.6. So this one basically. How to get the volume profile? It's the tool that you can find on TradingView. On the left bar here, you click on the left, the fixed range volume profile. I suggest you join our free Telegram as well, because we do post a video about volume profile, a short one of how you can implement it and when to use it, and also the settings. It's not increasing in volume, a sign of further bearish move. So does the volume increase when there's an absorption happening? I wouldn't say the volume increases. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But a lot of time you see the volume increasing, but the price not moving. Like for example, if it wants to drop here, like finding support at a level, but the volume is increasing and not dropping. Really depends on the delta. You gotta check the delta if the delta is positive or negative. But you can see how currently it is like 480 on volume compared to 1.3, 1.6, 1.3, 1.2. So volume is drying out. But at the moment, at the current moment, looks more favorable for bearish. If this 50 minutes somehow in the next 3 minutes flip bullish goes above, there's gonna be a better chance. What do you think of a funded accounts, and if blew too much, should I just give up? No, don't give up, bro. If you give up, you're never gonna make it, bro. You're never gonna make it. Yeah, that's the push I said about. Sellers now stepping in, yeah. But I suggest to trade with personal account until you find consistency, because if you can't pass a prop firm account, bro, you're not gonna make some profit even on a personal account. But prop firms have so many rules. It's this and that. It's the evaluation phase. You gotta pass the evaluation, then make the proffer. And if you're a trader that is not consistent yet, you're gonna have a hard time getting payouts. Trust me, I've blown so many accounts until I got my first payout, then I blew some more, then I got the payout again, and yeah. But I'm always way more consistent in my personal account rather than funded accounts. That's why I prefer to trade on both, of course, but I'm more favor of personal account. Are you marking those levels based on the imbalances? No. I'm making these levels based on, for example, here, yes, it's cluster of buyers or like imbalance, however you want to call it. You see how candle pushed up? There's not much. There is volume here, but not as aggressive as this one. Like compared to this, look at that, 38 sellers compared to 115 buyers. So there's a very high likelihood of a chance if price pulls back can find some sort of support at those aggressive buyers. But here is point of control, so this is where the most volume has been transacted in this candle. The same here, you see, like this level here, that's the point of control. That's aggressive buyers that got wrecked there. So what happened? This candle tapped into it, flipped bearish, continued that momentum, but still these aggressive buyers here are still holding, which is this one as well. That's why I'm still holding. And if it wants to drop, so be it, bro. I don't have 100% win rate. Nobody has. What is the capital you have to start live account? I think it depends on how much money you have in general. I'm not gonna say start with $100. Some people might have more money than start with 1,000. You know, every person's situation, personal situation is different. Win or lose, I still love you. Appreciate you, Smokey. Appreciate you. Yeah, seems like it's just gonna chop around, but it did close above the previous week value high again though. So the 30-minute as well, 1 hour as well. So I think I will hold this one. If it goes to stop loss, it goes, and if it goes to TP, it goes, you know. And yeah, it is what it is, guys. Let's see, where is that Trump picture? I want to put it again. Alright fam, I think we had a really good session. Regardless, it is what it is. I'm gonna hold it straight. Whatever happens, happens. I followed my plan and my trade idea. I'm happy with the results. I didn't cut in this choppiness here. I'm glad I was able to avoid this one. Overall, Asia session today, not that big of a move compared to like yesterday, for example, which was super nice. So days like this are gonna happen. Not every day we're gonna be like super trendy or super high volume and volatile. This kind of stuff happens. And yeah, if you are new here, we are live every day, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. New York time. And I suggest you to join our free Telegram as well. The link is in the description. And for the rest of the sessions on London and New York, I will keep the guys updated inside the VIP. And I will catch you guys for tomorrow's live session. So either way, I will update you guys if this one in case goes to the break even or the profit, or if I close the trade. So keep an eye on the Telegram channels, both free and VIP if you're in the VIP. And yeah, if you want to join the VIP as well, after join the free Telegram, click on the pinned message at the top, and then you can read through this post of how you can get inside the VIP. Especially if you have a Vantage broker, that's gonna be the easiest and most straightforward way to get in. But also we have other options as well to get inside the VIP. So awesome fam. I will catch you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. New York time. Make sure to be here on time. Don't be a lazy bum, okay? Be here on freaking time. Alright, have a good one fam.